Hello and welcome, this is Mousegunner, and we're back with some more Battle Brothers. So, I saw a bandit camp down here. I was hoping there would be 12 men in it so that we could win a battle against 12 or more enemies. Unfortunately, there was only 10. So we win the battle without any casualties, although there were some significant injuries. And unfortunately, we didn't get what I was looking for. But what we can do is try and upgrade the men that we do have. So we managed to get this hunting bow, which seems like it is an upgrade over the equipment that we already have for our archer. Gives him a little bit more range, but also a little bit more base damage. Not as effective against armor, but, well, it is more effective against armor, but it's not as good at ignoring armor. So for now, we're going to equip that, and then, of course, we're going to have to switch out to quivers of arrows as opposed to... We should have fully loaded ones. There we go. Quiver of arrows, quiver of arrows. So this is what we're going to rock for now. Fortunately, we weren't able to kill that one crossbowman. Oh, no, we did. So we have some crossbows. They're light crossbows, which is not anything better than what we had in the past. We do get a kite shield, so that is quite a bit of an upgrade over our previous equipment. This is going to make us have better range defense. Melee defense is going to be the same as a normal wooden shield. Not sure who I'm going to give it to at this moment. We do have a level up, which is our archer. Going to probably take that soon. We also have an upgrade in the armor department as well. We have a basic mail shirt. And then we also have lamellar armor, which is going to be an upgrade over our padded leather. I believe there's only a couple men that have the padded leather, so it looks like that's going to be the man that gets the upgrade. And then over here, this man. Who's our better man? Probably Yugen. So we'll give him the better armor. And I guess you're going to go up. Gambison. Alright. I said no higher than what he's already got, but you know what? Gambison, I think, is as far as we're going to go. I say for now and then change my mind later, right? Alright, so we're good to go there. Now this mail shirt, who do we give it to? My concern is fatigue. I don't really want to drop below 70. So we've got the half man, and we have Gunther. Gunther, probably one of our better men. We also have Tornhelm Bricklayer, who actually has really good fatigue on top of everything else. And he doesn't even have the brawny trait either, and he has that good of fatigue. So I guess he's going to be the one that inherits the mail shirt. That does mean that we have another set of lamellar armor to distribute. So now all of our men have lamellar armor in the front row minimum. And then Havard, you're probably my next best man in the back line, so you're going to gain that. You know, why do I have Havard having the pike when we have Yugen here being by far and away the better of the two? There we go. Alright, well that's a big upgrade to our armor for sure. I guess we will set this to be repaired though, because it is something we might use, and at 0% it's probably not worth much. The kite shield is the one that I really am uncertain of. I think we're going to end up giving that to Tornhelm as well. Just because of how good his fatigue is. And it gets him up a little bit more defense. The shield is more durable as well. I forgot I gave him one of the better helmets in the squad. And speaking of better helmets, we can finally upgrade Conrad the Cruel's helmet. And then that means we have 2 of these nasal helmets. which we technically don't need. Okay. Well, we'll keep them in reserve for now. That does mean that I'll be able to get rid of some of these other things. I might keep the full leather cap around, but these other stuff I'm going to get rid of. Alright, well, I'm pretty excited about all that stuff we just got. Now, I don't know... Krakdorf is our destination of choice, I think. Relationship-wise... We're not really great over here because we haven't been here in a long time. Matter of fact, I don't think... Is Krakdorf even on our list? So they're not really, you know, anything better than neutral. We'll start heading over there. Got rid of that brigand camp, so that's going to be a thorn out of the side over here. Oh, I didn't do my level up, did I? No. Okay. So, level up. Okay, so of course we're going to take the range attack. I'm going to take range defense. And then I'm going to take the initiative. Those are all things that are good for an archer. Now, perks. We're on this line, I guess. I didn't end up taking anything here, I guess. Although anticipation would have been good for me, possibly. Okay, none of these other ones are all that useful. Maybe rotation. But now we have the choice between crossbow and bow mastery. Well, crossbow, I don't even know if there is a skill for that. And then bow mastery, so this increases our range and our view range and maximum firing range by 1. Well, that's pretty good. This does an additional 20% of damage inflicted with crossbows, ignores armor. That's really good. The only problem is skills don't consume fatigue, do they? I mean, is reloading a skill? Not sure. I'm going to use a superior reach of large weapons to keep the enemy from getting close. Each hit with a two-handed melee weapon adds a stack of reach advantage. Increases your melee defense by 20% for a maximum of 6 stacks until the character's next turn. Not sure if that's anything we'll need. Alright, well, anyway, I'm going to actually hold off on this perk, and the reason I'm going to hold off is because I want to see what's at Krakdorf, because as far as I know, Krakdorf is the only place where there's a Fletcher. I'd have to look around to be certain of that. But it's the only one I'm aware of that has a Fletcher. Yeah. Raffhaven. No. So as far as I know, Krakdorf is the only location of a Fletcher. So I want to go to Krakdorf, see what is on sale, and then I'll make my decision whether or not we stick with a crossbow or we go to a bow. We've got some contracts here. I'm not sure I'm ready to take any of them. We also have ambush trade routes, which is going to affect little successful trade. The selection of goods is lower. Well, that sucks. And that means prices are higher too. But let's see what they've got. So, light crossbow we already have. Crossbow, same damage as the hunting bow. So it's really a matter of, what do you want? Do you want something that is more effective against armor? Or do you want something that's has longer range, and you can shoot more often? And then the next one up would be a war bow, which is 50 to 70. Again, same damage, so you never really get that damage bonus. And the range is seemingly about the same too. So I think... I mean, I really love the crossbow. I just love how it works. And I like having the use of one. But at this point, we got the upgrade for free. I don't have to spend any money. And as you can see, weapons are just very expensive in this game. And as much as I think I'd love to go the crossbow route, I think we're going to end up with the bow as our main weapon here. And I'm going to take this one here, because it's going to give me more range to work with. That's interesting. The throwing mastery is pretty interesting. I like that. Alright, well, We're having to choose a path here, and I think the path I'm going to choose is the bow mastery. Of course, we have to select the right person. Okay, bow mastery. So, +1 view range, +1 firing range. Okay, and his skills cost less fatigue, so I'm going to assume that would be this here. I mean, that doesn't necessarily matter in the grand scheme of things, but okay. We have some contracts available, but... Oh, a woman jumps out of the tree line beside the path. Oh, thank the gods, my prayers have been answered. Please, come quick, my grandpa has fallen down the well. She turns and hurries away as though you've already agreed to help her. Rabe glances at you and shrugs. I guess we can help her. The old man was doing repairs atop the wooden wellhead when it broke apart. Unfortunately, if you're standing atop a wellhead, when it goes bust, there's only one place to go. Down. Very, very far down. As you look over the edge of the well, you can see the old man floating in a manner that is most unlively. Rabe sidles up next to you and whispers, using a hand to keep his words from being heard. He's not moving. An expertly observation, truly. You inform the lady of the man's passing. She purses her lips and asks that you remove the body anyway, explaining her reasoning rather succinctly. We can't be drinking his filth after all. Fair enough. Rabe managed to hook a rope loop around the corpse and pull it up. Its limbs dangling loosely like white wash rags. He asks if she needs you to bury it too. The woman wipes a tear and shakes her head. Nah, I'll bury that feller myself. Weep over his grave tomorrow, and then get on with living. Well, all right. Okay. Well, we did the job, so that's good. All right, on to these contracts. Oh, or not doing those contracts, I guess, is another option. I think the big problem we have at the moment is our men are beat to hell. And they need rest. Now, we can interpret this a couple different ways, or we can handle this a couple different ways. We can sit here and rest. And that will take a very long time. Or we can go on the path and start moving somewhere else. And as much as I see that there are jobs here in Krakdorf, I'm thinking walking. Walking is the better choice because, again, we're not going to be ready to tangle whatever they are. We just got our ass more or less handed to us a little bit there. So, well, we didn't really. We won, but we got beat up a little bit. We'll stop at Dornthal. We'll see what there is to do there. Nothing, probably, but... They've got a one skull contract for me, which, again, tempting. I like the one skull contracts, but we're not in a shape to take any. If I have to fight, that means a good chunk of my men are not in the shape to do it. I mean, we've got cut arm sinew, we've got pierced hand, pierced arm muscles, we've got a ripped ear, we've got pierced side, pierced leg muscles. I mean, we've got a whole gamut of injuries, and a lot of these guys are under half health. So, really not a good idea. I mean, I could cut down how many men I'm using in my company. It seems unwise. Now, this was a caravan trip, and it put us in the direction we'd want to go in. Maybe. Why not? Okay, so... more than likely, this is going to be hunting down wolves. Dire wolves, or even the Noxzerers. And we can't do that, so I'm just going to say that doesn't sound like work for me. I was looking for a caravan run. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Sucks to be you, I guess. I wonder if that hurts your relationship. I never really took a look at that. I don't think it did. Alright, let's get back on the road. Dangerous road. I'm gonna go up into the mountains. See if we can avoid these guys. As they go up into the mountains themselves. If they attack the trade caravan, I might intervene. What kind of brigands are they? They're brigand raiders, so they're going to be well armed. Let's forget it. We'll go to Hohenau. Actually, ideally, I'd want to go to Weisenhaus, because I can treat my men there. And the longer they're on the road, the more injuries will treat themselves, so there's that too. I think that fight was well worth it regardless, because we got all that good armor and equipment. Speaking of armor and equipment, there's probably stuff I want to sell. So we'll do that when we get into the next town. And where are my men as far as their injuries? Still have some light wounds and what have you. Okay, well, we've got a one skull contract here. May very well take that. Before we do that, though, let's go to the temple. Heal in 1 to 2 days. Heal in 1 to 3 days. We'll heal in 1 to 4 days. We're going to go ahead and try and treat that. I'm going to go for things that are more problems. Like, for instance, these two things are very bad for us. So, heal those. This is technically bad. Treat that. I mean, I can treat all of them. I have the coin for it. Yeah, I mean, the sooner we get this stuff treated, the sooner we can move on. And maybe buy some bread, too. I mean, we've got plenty of food. Let's just sell gear we don't want. So, we don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want... You know, actually, I don't know if we want this. Doesn't do as much damage, but it is a cleaver, and cleavers have special abilities that we haven't really toyed with too much. It is more fatiguing to use, though. I don't think we need a short sword. And I was going to sell these. I'm going to sell one of these bows. How many crossbows do I have at this point? 2? I mean, I'm mostly keeping those around in case I decide to go another route with... We can sell these. With the way that I'm arming my men. Because if we had, like, another wipe, I might go the archer route in the back line. Alright, we probably have more shields than I know what to do with as well. So we've got this shield here, that can go away. And... this shield can go away. Okay, well... I'm sure there's more stuff that I would want to sell. As a matter of fact, we're starting to get pretty full in our inventory, so... Oh, yeah, we've got a couple of these. We don't need cloth rolls or salt, so... There we go, we're over 2,000 gold. Okay, so we'll leave. Leave. Okay, it's midday. We could take the contract, whatever it is, and... go from there. Because all of the treated injuries, they're going to be gone in a day. Or I could sit on my sit and make camp and just wait and take whatever the contract is in the future. If it is a trade caravan, we're going to want to take that. But if it's something else, then we don't want to say no. Because then it will go away. And I want to do whatever this one skull contract is, for whatever, so... I will camp a little bit. We'll camp until midday, maybe. Okay. Let's break camp. And see where our injuries are. Okay, they're all gone. We have some light wounds still, but they're probably mostly healed. So I think we're good to go. Let's see what this contract is. Okay, looks at... Okay, so shipment of particular goods, and this is where we're going. I don't remember where this is. Let's talk money. Not a lot of money. Let's ask for a little bit more. Okay, he's offering me a little bit more. I accept your offer. Alright, accept this contract. Let's leave. Where are we going? All the way over there for this contract? Jeez. If we get attacked, this is not paying for itself. Usually long distances, you get paid well, but it seems like the scaldedness of the job also plays a part. I guess that's maybe the chance that you get attacked, and if you get attacked, how dangerous it's going to be. So there's some brigands. Fortunately, they attacked something else. I would have actually liked to have fought them, because they look like some crappy brigands at that. Alright, well this is where we cross our fingers and hope we don't get run down by goblin wolf riders that murder our asses, but it looks like we're going to make it to our destination okay. Okay, so we get our 190 crowns. Let's go take a look at the town. Not that, yeah, I just want to make sure we're still locked out of noble contracts. So, more than likely nothing really here for us. Ooh, this is new. A juggler. Good reflexes and hand-eye coordination for their profession. Probably a good candidate for an archer, I would imagine. Gambler, farmhand, mason. Disowned noble. Okay, so he starts at level 2 and expensive. Starts with a good amount of gear too. And then deserter and disowned noble. So we've got another one of those. He's not as well armed, so armed and armored, so I'm going to assume that's kind of where the difference is. He's also not a higher level. Alright, well, let's just leave. There's nobody worth picking up here. We already got our band. Just thought I would take a look. It's been a while since I have looked. Tavern. You know, I've never paid for information, and I don't really know what the value of this is, so I'm half tempted to do it just to see what they say. Let's see. Innkeeper rings a bell to let everyone know the next round is on you. Tomorrow night, the famous minstrel Edmund the Storyteller is coming to this very tavern. You better not miss it. Okay. I'm not sure what the significance of that is. So, tomorrow night we'd want to be in this tavern, huh? Well, not tonight, tomorrow night, so we've got a day. Let's see what's going on over here as far as jobs. Maybe we can find a good one. Okay. We have a 3-skull affair. More than likely going to end up taking this. We have missing people, so it may have to do with that. But you know what? I think this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. It looks like, yeah, we're good to go as far as injuries. So this is Mouse Gunner signing out.